Yo, I'm about to share with you a simple side hustle that can earn you $200 to $300 a week. Welcome to Team Go Mode. It's your man Earl, Batman Stringer. Now, if you were somebody who was looking for a way to earn some extra cash, this is the strategy for you. All right. So what we're going to be doing is buying items cheap from auction sites and reselling them on other sites to earn a nice little profit. Now you might be thinking, damn, bro, I know what this, man, I heard about this years ago, man. A lot of people doing this. But the question is, well, two, one, have you done it? And two, have you done it like this? All right, so a couple years ago, my sister-in-law got me hip to a website called Mac Discounts. Now, Mac Discounts is a website where they list items, and I think they're like Amazon returns or something, right? But they list all these different items and you can actually bid on them. And all the auctions start at $0, right? So my sister-in-law told me about it and I'm like, yeah, whatever, right? But she kept on, calling me and my wife and was like, yo, I just won this table for $10. Yo, I just won this clock for $5, right? So I'm like, damn, that sounds slick. So I started getting on Mac Discounts, right? Now, remind you, I wasn't trying to resell nothing. I was actually just looking for stuff for myself. The first thing I actually won off of Mac Discounts was these Power Block dumbbells. And if you know anything about working out or anything, Power Block dumbbells are dope, right? And I actually was looking for some new ones, and online, these Power Block dumbbells go for between $300 and $400, even on Amazon. All right. So I seen the auction going for these dumbbells. And when I first seen it, I think it was at like $50. I'm like, oh my God, if I can get these for $50, are you serious? Right. So anyway, I kept bidding back and forth with somebody and I ended up winning them for like $130 or $40, right? Which is a damn good deal. Right. So I got them. They actually worked fine. They were dope. I'm like, this is the shit. So it hit me that like, yo, if I really didn't need these, I could easily resold them for like $200, probably even $250. I could have resold these and got a profit of like, $50 to $75, right? But I didn't do that because like I wanted them. So since then, I've gotten some pretty cool stuff from Mac Discounts, all at like crazy cheap prices. Now, none of them I actually resold because I actually wanted all of these things and probably would have bought them if I seen somebody else selling them for a good price. So for somebody who is looking for a simple side hustle, this could be a great opportunity. So the first thing you need to do is find a website similar to Mac Discount. Now I'm in Ohio, right? So if you're in Ohio or PA, you can definitely get access to Mac Discounts and start using that site. Now every state, I believe, have their own version of like a Mac Discount. So what you need to do is do a simple Google search and type in something like, auction websites in California, auction websites in your city or whatever, right? And I'm sure you will find some sort of site similar to Mac Discount. How do I know? Because I was talking to my brother-in-law who lives in Arizona and I was telling him about Mac Discount and he was like, oh, you mean, and he named something else. And I'm like, huh? Never heard of that. He was like, oh yeah, ours is called whatever, right? So find a website that has auctions, all right? Now, the next thing you need to do is already know where are you planning on reselling the items that you win from this website. Now, in most cases, you probably want to have an eBay account and use Facebook Marketplace. These are the two most popular places to resell stuff to get that money. So you found the auction site and you already know where you're planning on reselling these items. So what you need to do now is start bidding on items. Now, honestly, like when you get on these websites, you're gonna be seeing all kinds of shit that you can bid on, and you could be like, oh my God, I can get a refrigerator for $20, right? So you might get really excited and just start bidding on all kinds of stuff. I mean, you could do that if you want, but I would kind of start with things that you halfway know about. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like workout stuff. Like, I'm very into like workout equipment. So if I was to go in there and say, I would look at weights, right? And I would see a weight set, and I'm like, oh my God, this is only like $10 right now, right? Now I know this weight set is worth, $200. So first thing I could do, well, first of all, I could just be like, I'm trying to win this and I'm gonna resell it. Or I can go and like check eBay and check Facebook Marketplace, right? And look and see if other people are selling weights and stuff like that, and actually see how much, people are selling these for. Now keep in mind, I said eBay. Now if you're selling weights on eBay, you're gonna have shipping issues and shit, so never mind that. For example, you would go to Facebook Marketplace, see if other people are selling, similar things. Now if they're not, and you already know like, yo, this is a good deal, you still could try to win the weights and still sell them. So what I'm saying is, if you see other people selling similar items, this is a good sign that you can definitely resell yours. So now that you found a couple items that you want to bid on, this is a nice little tip that I kind of learned myself. All right. A lot of times people, when they see an item, right, they'll actually have the auction end date. For example, it's a Monday and the auction is over Tuesday night, whatever, at 7 o'clock. A lot of people, they'll see an item and they, oh my God, this refrigerator, I'm a bid. It's at $20 now. I'm gonna bid $22, right? And then they'll forget about it and they'll just walk away and be like, yo, I hope I win. No, if you really want to win something on these auction sites, what I suggest you do is make a note, put a schedule in your phone, set an alarm. Don't bid on an item until there's like 3 to 5 minutes left in the auction. So you gotta take it serious, right? Whether you're doing it to resell or you really just want this item. Do not bid on something 3 days before the auction over, because that's gonna give other people a chance to outbid you, right? So a lot of times, if you wait like 3 minutes left in the auction, right? This is what I do. I'll wait. I'll be looking at that mug like, oh, 3 minutes left. All right, it's at $20. Let me put it at 22. Bam, right? Now, whenever you wait 3 minutes, and most like back discount, they're gonna add like another minute on to the timer to give other bidders opportunity to outbid you. But when you wait that close, you got to remember, a lot of people then forgot about the auction, and a lot of people they don't actually check on the auction, right? They're not looking at the screen down to the last minute. So you're gonna beat out a lot of bidders by you just waiting. Now, of course, it's going to be that other person doing exactly what you're doing. There's probably another person or two, looking at the same item, doing what you're doing. And then at that point, it's just a bid. You know what I mean? You go back and forth. But first tip is wait to put in your first bid. Now, the second tip is you want to see if they offer some sort of insurance, right? And what I mean by insurance is, say you buying a treadmill off a Mac discount, right? And I'm assuming most of these sites got this. But as you're paying for something or placing a bid, they're going to ask you, hey, for $5 or $10 extra, do you want to add insurance? And what that is if you win the auction, you're going to get up to like 5 days to check the item out and return it. If anything wrong with it, you got 5 days to take it back. So if it's something that you're worried about, might not be working right, like a treadmill or a drone or a keyboard or something like that, spend that extra little money on that insurance so you can have time to check it out for yourself, so you'll feel comfortable when you resell it. But if it's something where you could either fix it or something that can't really be messed up, like weights or something, then you don't really have to get that insurance. But it's up to you. So here's one more tip that's probably the most important tip. If you really want to do this method, you need to take it serious. And what I mean by taking it serious is like really do a little research of what you want to win on these auction sites, right? And when you do that, have a schedule of when these auctions are going to be over, when it's time to bid on them, and have a little strategy. Have a limit of like, okay, I'm bidding on this keyboard, right? I know it's being sold for $500, right, on Amazon and eBay and whatever, right? So, but I'm not gonna go over, say, $100, right, to bid on it, right? Already had it in your mind, because you can mess around and get into a bidding war with somebody and end up paying, almost overpaying, right? Or paying to the point where you can't even make a profit. So you really have to have like some little guidelines set up in your head about how much are you willing to spend for each item. And like I said, know when your auctions are over. You should be to the point where you're like, oh shit, it's Tuesday. Oh, I gotta check my auctions out. So when them auctions almost over, you need to be on your phone or on your computer, ready to bid, ready to win, right? Like, take it serious. Oh, and one more thing. When you do start winning these items and you go to resell them on Marketplace, make sure you take very, very good, clear pictures of the items. And most importantly, have a good price. All right. Don't try to, charge like what the retail is. For example, if I was to, say these weights are $300 online, right? A weight set, just say that, right? And I win them for $100, right? So I'm like, okay, I could just, resell them for $250. Nah, give somebody a really good deal. List them for $200 or $175, right? Go for the smaller profit because you're going to sell more stuff in the long run. So instead of trying to get that $200 profit, go for that $75 because it's going to be a lot easier to get that $75 profit than that $200 profit. But do whatever the hell you want to do. If you think you can get that bigger profit, go for it. Because the beauty about this method is you can always go back and change your price. You can lower your resale price. So experiment, but don't try to overprice your items. So you might be thinking, yo, like how much money do I need to start with this? Like, let's be real. Like, how can I really profit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do I need? So honestly, in my opinion, I would have at least $50 to start with to actually bid on, because you could bid on multiple items or you could just bid on like one item. And you can start with $50, honestly. And you should be able to win something, right, that you can resell and at least get a $50, $60 profit, and then you could put that back into your bidding and stuff, right? But honestly, bare minimum, you probably could actually start with even $20, right? Because you got to remember, a lot of these items, they start at $0, right? So it's not impossible for you to win some cool shit for $5, for $10, right? Now, to be completely real with you, like, you really got to be on your game, right, to win something for like $3, $5. But you really can do it. But like I said, you got to really be on these websites, paying attention and keeping track of what's selling, when auctions are over. And if you do that, you can get some cool stuff for very, very cheap. All right, so if you do this method, I am very confident that you can start earning at least $200 to $300 a week and maybe more. Now, if you want to check out another way that you can start earning money online and how I make money online every single month, you want to watch this video right here, right now.